In my new role as director of the Center for Advanced Nuclear Energy Systems, I'm also exposed to ideas that other professors at MIT are working on that could greatly benefit the nuclear enterprise, nuclear reactors and nuclear systems in general. So I'm going to mention a couple which are pulled directly from outside the nuclear community, but again could have great impact on nuclear systems. The first is the use of advanced robotics in the operation, maintenance, and possibly emergency response of nuclear power plants. Nuclear power plants require a significant number of operators that are physically present throughout the plant and do a certain number of functions. I believe it's time to look at a way or ways to achieve greater automation of nuclear power plants throughout. And this could be done with essentially advanced robots with new capabilities that are becoming available only now, and only say 10 years ago were not available. So MIT is well known for robotics. The work of a professor that I like particularly is Sang-Bae Kim at Mechanical Engineering, and he has developed the MIT Cheetah robot, which was in the media about a year ago. It has some interesting and revolutionary capabilities in a sense that it has a better dynamic control, and it can do through a network of sensors or through its own sensors. It can essentially feel the environment and react to the environment and decide on how to negotiate certain tasks on its own. So this is not the traditional robot model, which is essentially highly programmed to perform an operation over and over again. It does so with precision, but here is a more flexible robot that we could use in nuclear power plants for certain operations that currently are performed by human beings. So what you gain in replacing humans with robots, of course, is higher reliability and ultimately lower cost. Okay, so that's an area that I'm getting kind of interested, excited, and obviously this would have to be in collaboration with the folks that understand robots a lot better than me, and there are many of them throughout the institute. Another area that I think is ripe for innovation in nuclear is the way nuclear components down to the what we call core internals, or even elements of the fuel assemblies are fabricated or manufactured. And there is a whole revolution that is taking place out there that is called 3D printing or additive manufacturing. And the nuclear industry has not taken advantage of it yet, but it should. The way nuclear power plants have been designed has been highly constrained by the fairly simple geometries of certain components that can be fabricated. Now, the nice thing about 3D printing or additive manufacturing is that you can essentially manufacture, fabricate objects of any geometry with a great degree of complexity or geometrical complexity without any welding. And so it opens up also the design space, because you no longer have to think only cylinders, spheres, or cubes, if you wish, or flat surfaces, but you can really find optimized geometries for the function of interest, and then have an ability with 3D printing to actually fabricate that that object to a high level of reliability and hopefully also low cost, which is of course a main concern. So that's another area where I see a nice opportunity for pollination of innovations that have taken place outside the nuclear community and bring them into the nuclear enterprise.